Choppa-cha-pow, choppa-cha-pow, choppa-cha-pow. Predators. Hey, so you're playing a sport. Maybe it's hockey, maybe it's soccer, maybe it's football, maybe I don't know what it is. You're playing, you're having fun. Things get heated pretty quick. One thing leads to another. Next thing you know, you got a guy in your face. You got some there. Smell the glove, folks.
Hockey glove.
Smell the glove right here.
Rubbing right in your face. He's got his eyes right on you. You can do that. You're gonna do that. You can do it again, huh? You can do that.
The biggest, most painful thing that will make you fight is hockey glove in your nose, because your nose is very sensitive. Like you push on that thing, it hurts. And on top of that, that hockey glove stinks unlike anything else.
They're going to try to trip you up, little slew foot, get you off balance.
Oh, no, this is the one, though. If you push this in someone's face, give them one of these little
wash.
Whitewash, little wash with the glove. It's painful, more painful than you think, and it stinks so bad.
Worst smell in the world,
probably. So disrespectful that someone's rubbing their hand right in your face.
Yeah.
Nothing will make you want to punch another human being faster than that right there. And therein lies the predator. The old I want to fight. You're going to run into him in every sport. I want to fight. Hey, fight me. You, fight me. And if you go to fight him, guess what? You're not fighting. You got a penalty. You got kicked out of the game. You got thrown out of your son's softball match. The all women's volleyball meet. You just got kicked out, and the police were called. Like that's what's going to happen to you. The guy who says he wants to fight. What do they call that? The Matthew Barnaby.
Oh yeah, Matthew Barnaby. Ty Domi. I think Ty Domi actually wants to fight.
Ty Domi could fight. Yeah. Ty Domi would fight someone. In fact, which one of them fought the fan? Was it Ty Domi?
Yeah, it was in the penalty box.
yeah. So that fan was reaching over, swearing at Ty, and Ty squirted him with someone's water bottle. So he swung at him, and he fell in the penalty box, and they started swinging at each other for a hot 2 seconds. He could have killed that guy.
He would have killed him.
But what's that called? Instigator.
Yeah, the instigator.
The sports instigator. I think that's what this one's about.
Yeah. So what's the situation there? How do you get involved with an instigator?
You could just be good. Like an instigator is going to go after the best player on the other team. Or he's just going to go after anyone who has a weakness. Or just friggin' who he's lined up against.
A little altercation?
Oh, fracas? A melee? A Pier Sixer? A Donnybrook? A dust-up?
Have you gotten any good cheap shots on you that you're like, what is this?
Oh my God, I love cheap shots. It's my favorite thing in the world. I've given a few, but I've received more.
Let's talk about the cheap shots that start this sort of thing. You do like a little slew foot? You try to stick in the back of the leg?
Slew foot's actually pretty far up the list on what you're doing to someone. It usually starts with something simpler, like a stick, just either between the legs or at the skate. One of those mini slashes. Yeah. One of the ones where you don't do a two-hander, but you have a little, come on, dude, get the fuck.
Tiny whacks. Yeah.
Or like you skate away from a dude and you feel him stick right between your armpits.
Try to slow you down. Yeah. Pulls it out.
Pulls on you. You look back.
You get that little scar there. Yeah.
Did you just? And then you have to take a number. It's called in this business.
That's what happens.
Okay, 41, huh? 40-fucking-1, huh? But you're too busy. You're part of the play. You got the puck. I can't stop right now. I will see 41 in the next 5 minutes. I will see him. I will look for him. Yeah. I will throw the puck behind him. Oh no, I lost it. You little piece of shit. And then you take him and you just grind him into the board.
Yeah, you rub him out.
It's not an egregious hit where like you're going for the head or you're smashing him.
Soft one, but a nice rub. Strong.
He knows.
Authoritative.
He knows who you are.
Assertive.
He remembers he got the stick in the armpit. He remembers that was you.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're coming for revenge against him, huh?
No. I didn't see you there. No, sorry there.
Well, now I remember this number. Well, remember this, pal. And there's like a little escalation where it's kind of like a semi-elbow. And you're like, God damn it, this is men's league. I'm not even playing for money. We're paying to play here, and you're hitting me? So you give him one of these back, maybe a little between the legs. Sorry. Say something, too, when you're walking by. Sorry, 21, 42. What the fucking number is? Hit him in the back of the leg. Give him something. You have to.
Nice beard. Hit puberty yet? Or did it wear off when you're between your mom's legs?
Jesus. Oh, goodness.
That's
Do you know
hockey
what I
talk.
said? Do you know what I said to a guy one time who
What?
I had never met? I was like, I'm going to eat your fucking babies. And he was like, I had a few drinks in me that game. And he was like a 35-year-old man. That's the only reason I said babies. I figured he had kids.
Yeah.
This guy has kids. If I threaten his kids, I'm not going to name the names because that's weird. But I said, I'm going to eat your fucking babies. He was like, he just looked at me. He said, what? And then the puck dropped, and I just skated by him like at full speed, just like hair on
You
fire.
got to him though.
That's good. That's good stuff.
I always get into these like along the boards. Like someone tries like a cheap shot, they hit you in the wrong way, and you're like, you
But
intended
it's
to do
like
that.
it's a gentle cheap shot, sort of, but not really. You're like,
It could hurt you, but it
could have
doesn't.
avoided it.
Yeah.
Could have avoided that.
Or around the net when they're like you're going after like a puck and they think you're attacking the goalie. They always try to like pull you off, or like you're into the net, or like awkward. Yeah, you get kind of like people grabbing at you.
It's not hurt your face. You're like, oh, come on, dude.
Yeah.
So then it becomes an
Fracas.
escalating level of fracas.
Someone's pushing, someone's a little
six or a Donnybrook.
Have you gotten into full-on fights where you're throwing rights and lefts and actually?
Yeah. So I think it was lawn quenchers. We my buddy Dan, my line mate, he skated past the goalie on a PK, like chasing the puck,
Penalty
like
kill,
really
yep.
hustling, penalty kill. He's chasing the puck, like really chasing. And the goalie came out to play the puck behind the net, and waited till Dan was all the way down. Like he waited till he skated his
goalie
hardest.
Is somewhat fair
down.
game in this situation.
He is, but Dan was going to hit him. He was just like whatever. So and then the goalie waited as long as he could, and then flung the puck back up. Like, so that Dan just had to skate down the whole way.
Yeah.
And then kind of like was in his way. Like, what are you going to do? And anyway, Dan didn't even notice. He was skating his ass off, did his thing. The puck came down again, the same play. Well, the goalie just stopped with the puck and just stood behind the net. And Dan was coming full speed, and the whole bench stood up because we saw it. And he trucked the goalie as fast and as hard as he could. He went flying. He just trucked him. Well, immediately both benches cleared and everyone went out and people started throwing down on people. And I didn't really get into a fist fight. Just one of those like hockey fights.
Hockey fights usually you can't.
Hockey fights like a tussle.
You can't gear up. It's not like boxing.
No, you don't actually throw off your gloves and one-on-one and punch each other in the face over and over. It's usually over in like gloved punches and some grabs and some gloves off and maybe a fist or two flying.
Mm-hmm.
This time, though, they kicked the guy out immediately during that fight. I forget his name, but everyone talked shit on him the whole game. Like, this guy's a scumbag. This guy's a piece of trash. This guy's an a-hole. And he got kicked out. And I said, that's the guy. Well, they kicked out one of our guys, and he's leaving the other way. And I see their guy, the guy they just kicked out. He's a big dude. He's like 6 foot something. Picking on our guy who just got kicked out was like 5 foot. And he comes after him, and he's running them when they're off the ice.
Oh.
Like, the game's over. And I was like, this is...
towards the locker rooms,
And everyone was over here still sorting out the gloves and the sticks and everything. Well, I'm like the only one. And I looked, and he's coming over here, and he's chasing my 5'7" player who at the time, for some reason, had his skates off. I don't know if he came out because he took his skates off. And I'm like, he's going to step on his feet. He's going to kill this kid. Yeah. So I jumped over and just started wailing on a guy I'd never met before, who everyone said was a piece of shit. And literally, this is what I said. You piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. And I'm swinging, and I hit this guy. And he swung on me. And then the benches that had left the benches to go on the ice had to come back onto the bench and then leave to get off the ice and separate everyone. And I was like, oh, my God. And they separated everyone, and everyone was fine. But, oh, my God, I can't wait to punch someone.
It's a justice there. There's also a sign of a good team. It's like some teams are not going to back each other up. Other times you see somebody get hurt in a way that should not have happened. It's instant. Like your entire team goes after that one guy, and that one guy will be like, what? And like as soon as like 3 guys jump him, then it's like a brawl. Those are the best. Those feel so good.
It's so weird though, because what we're talking about is like, if it happened to your teammate, you hate it. When you do it, you're
a predator, Nick.
Like, I am a predator. I think I am an instigator, it turns out.
Yeah.
I like starting fights. Oh. I instigated one time on a guy who was like semi-pro. It was like my second game ever. I just learned to ice skate, and this is my second men's league game. And my hands were tied because someone was holding me from
Yeah,
behind. And there's this
someone's always
big
kind of
dude.
like getting you off center.
Yeah, and I didn't know what to do, so I said like "f your mother" or something, whatever I said. I just was saying words,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have my fists, so I did a fake spit, like I didn't really spit at him, but I wanted him to know that I wanted to.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
He
it was
took it.
so weird because he had his gloves on, like, and he was looking at me like mad, and immediately in one motion, his gloves were off, and he grabbed me with one hand and just punched me in the face. And I was like, whoa. And then he hit me again, and I was falling backwards. And my buddy Dan, who we were talking about, jumped on his back, like to stop him from just, he would have killed me, this guy.
Yep, yep.
He was like a semi pro player. I didn't know this. He felt someone on his back, and it was Dan. He's scrawny. He's a pain in the ass. He flipped him onto the ground and started punching Dan. And I was all the way back here, like away from it all. And then, the bench is emptied, and we had one of these other instances. But it occurs to me that I am the predator in the situation. And the only way to avoid me is to be very good at your sport.
Be better than you. Be able to get away from you.
No, not too good. No, not too good.
By scoring.
I will get so mad if you run up the score. if someone was running up the score on us, and like I said to Dan, my line mate, I said, if this guy scores one more hot dog goal between his legs when they're up 5, we're gonna cross check him in the throat. Guess what happened? He went between the legs and scored, and Dan cross checked him in the throat and got kicked out of the game. And I was like, Dan, I was kidding. But at the same time, I didn't feel bad. Like,
no,
you don't do that.
Yeah. There's certain unwritten rules. Rules.
I'm glad Dan got kicked out because he shouldn't have done that. But I'm glad that guy got cross-checked.
So he knows not to F around.
Yeah, like if you can do that to score 2 goals ahead, God bless you. If you're already up 5 and you do it. Mm-hmm.
So talk about when you're fighting. Like you're essentially going to wrestle because that's the only thing you can do because you're going to get each other off balance. You're going to fall. You hit the ice.
Dude.
I've always fought with people that like keep trying to fight when they're on the ice. Like they try to like choke you, but you're wearing helmets. That doesn't work. So you're just like
really mad.
Honestly,
mad.
The only thing I'm trying to do when I'm on the ice and someone's like fighting me is not have my like hands out or my fingers out or like any part of you get stepped on. That is a crucial thing because people have gotten stepped on and it F's you up with the
dude, that's a blade.
Yeah. So when I get on the ice, I just kind of like brace myself and make sure that I don't like get flipped around.
Twirl these things, the extremities.
Yeah. So that always like pisses the other person off because they want to keep fighting or whatever the hell you're doing on the ice. And then they always like, they're chirping. They keep talking and talking and talking. You're just like, what are you talking about? You can't do jack shit. You're like, you're just laughing at them. Yeah, I'll get you. You stand up. Come on, stand up.
Worse. Dude, I saw my dad play softball. And softball, adult league slow pitch softball. Guys were grabbing each other and gripping each other up and throwing each other against the fence. And the whole team cleared out. And some of the shit they were saying, I was like, wow. So it just happens in sports in general. I mean, especially hockey.
Yeah,
but
testosterone.
It's like the heat of the moment. But do you know what's also funny? I just mentioned like 2 or 3 times where I was totally out of line and totally just going to town. I'm a wild thing. There are times where a fight breaks out, and like a certain friend of ours named Parker, we'll say, ran his mouth and deserved it.
Yeah.
And like I'm lining up with a guy who I don't know. I've never met this guy. He's 35. He's a little taller than me. I saw him skate by me like 8 times. Like he's a better passer. He's not that fast. I don't know. Like these are the things I take about him, but I don't know the guy. And I grab him, and he grabs me, and neither of us want to fight. And we're looking over, and I'm
pulling
like,
each other apart, away from the main fight.
But not even like hard. I'm just like looking at him, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And he's like, typical Wednesday. And I'm like, I like you. You're funny. And then like we're friends, but I'm still holding him. Like I'm going to punch him, but not really. So like, it's either one extreme or the other. Like it's so weird, that dynamic where it's either
you're
I'm
in it's binary.
Punch a stranger in the face, or I'm gonna be like
polar.
Wednesday. Am I right, pal? We're both here, right? It's weird. I kind of like that. I miss it. I haven't played hockey in 5-6 years. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's good. I had one of those a couple weeks back.
Fuck you. Did you? Yeah, a little fracas, some dust up.
couple idiots started a fight, and I had to save somebody, so I had to dive in and pull somebody off and then fight them. I was like,
Did
I
you?
hate this my teammate because he's an idiot, and yeah, I fought that guy, and then I almost got 5-game
Now,
suspension.
what was that? How was that fight?
It was
Oh, you got that's a real fight because they'll suspend you if it's a
yeah,
real fight.
it was two brothers. One brother last like minute of the game, he rubbed some guy out against the boards, got a penalty, and then as he was going to the penalty box with the other team's guy who he rubbed out because they got in a little bit
Yeah.
of a fight, his brother jumps off the bench and then checks the guy when he's going to the penalty box. So it was like
on the way to the box.
Yeah,
That's awesome. You know what? That's something my old team
Yeah.
would have done. But good,
Oh,
good.
like
I
you-
mean, not allowed. Not allowed.
idiot. But yeah, I was like, I don't like that kid anyway. But there were two guys fighting him, so like one guy can get him in a prone position, and the other guy can just wail on him, which is in my moral being cannot allow that to happen. So I had
It's
to
too much. 2-1. It's not.
jump and dive in there and grab him, and I pulled the guy off, got him in a headlock. He spun around, and then we kind of like tussled. I think we actually threw. I think he threw a couple punches, but they didn't land.
Glove punch.
Yeah, they're like
Glove
over
punch,
the top
yeah,
because we're
glove
still
punch,
like
yeah.
wrestling, and we.
Yeah, you're reaching for helmets. You're moving on ice. Yeah.
Mhm. And I flipped him over onto the ice, and then he got me in a headlock, and then we just kind of like tussled on the ground for a bit. And then once it was over, he was still super pissed off and yelling at me and trying to get me to, come on, man, you want to fight? You want to fight? It's like, you had your shot,
They were
man.
the parking lot. Yeah, there
I'm the
was a
one
fight.
laughing.
No,
Like, you gotta be kidding me.
have to. And that's the thing with these people. They have narcissistic personality disorder. A lot of them.
NPD.
That's what I feel like. NPD. The best thing to do is probably avoid these, but maybe then you're not living.
Keep your wits about you. Yeah.
No.
And
Maybe
you can
dive
fight them, but make sure
face
you're
first in all.
level-headed. Get some skills to prepare yourself for the
makes
fight.
Well, and when in doubt, definitely pull out. Like if you don't know, you think you're gonna get hurt, something's wrong, pull out. Okay. When in doubt, pull out. Okay.
Or you can spray and pray. It's up to you.
Pump and hump. Wait, someone we went to high school with? This is a real story.
Pump and dump.
Someone we went to high school with who played ice hockey for the men's league B team or C team. We'll call him Martin G.
Hmm.
He got into a fight with a kid, and he just rolled over on him, so they were both on the ice, and he started humping him and making because that's the sound he would make all the time. And I think that's a way funnier result than even fighting.
De-escalate the situation.
Yeah, everyone was cracking up pretty good. Actually, it might escalate it further. I'm pretty sure that gets pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Anyway, folks, avoid confrontation. But if you have to in sports only, I'm not telling you to fight your coworkers because it's illegal and you will be suspended for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
But if you're in your sport, especially hockey, maybe take a swing at a guy. Maybe tell him you're going to eat his babies. I don't know. That's on you. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Make fun of his facial hair and his mother's pubes in the same sentence. Maybe we're the predators today. Maybe that's what just happened. But anyway, be careful out there. Be safe. And predators.
Predators.